I got a Tip Tuesday video for you guys today, and in this video I'm going to kind of tell a story as to what happened to me recently at the casino, as I think this is a good tip to learn from my mistake and just kind of how to avoid this in the future. All right, so first off, I bought in for $300 and I was just playing a small $25 table here, and I was back counting a little bit, and the count jumped up decent, and I thought I would play for $25 a hand, and if it jumped up a little bit, maybe I would raise my bets or whatever. I was loosely going off of, I knew this was a positive expected value, but anyway, I had won a little bit, I lost a little bit. I don't know if I was down not quite that much, but maybe down to about 125 or so of the 300. Slowly built my way back until I had whatever this is. Okay, I counted it out so it'll make sense at the end. But anyway, let's say it's just this, and I'm kind of slowly plugging away, and the count kind of got high. In fact, it was at a true 3 when I placed this bet, and I thought, I know that if I play 75 again, I was loosely going off of some bet spreads that I'd used in the past. I would plug in the numbers and make sure that my records were good after that. But I played $75 bet here, and there was also one other guy at the table. Dealer was super slow, and so I thought, you know what, as soon as the cut card comes out, I'm going to be done. And this is the hand that was dealt. Let's say he's also playing 25s there. All right, and yeah, the cut card came out on this particular one, and it was this hand. And I know that currently, right, if it was at a true 3, let's say here, I think it was with about, yeah, so I think the count was maybe 6 when I started this, and now of course it's up to 7, and divided by 2 decks left to be played. I think I was rounding down a little bit. I knew that this is going to deviate, right? A 9 versus a dealer's 7 deviates at a true count of +3 or higher. So I did something that I thought was kind of smart at the time. I thought, I'm going to make myself look pretty dumb here, and I'm going to ask the dealer. I was like, what should I do? And so I did. I knew what his response was. He's like, oh, I'd probably just hit. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to double, because I knew that that's the correct mathematical decision based off of the deviations that we learned in card count. It's kind of the last of our 4 steps, right? We learn the running count, we learn a basic strategy, we learn a true count, and then lastly, we add in deviations to help maximize our profits at the table, okay? And so he's like, all right, hope this works out for you. He was super nervous. I think he wanted a tip, and I knew I wasn't going to tip anyway, so whatever. I get a 2, so I have 11, which is terrible, but that's what the math said to do, and so I can't second guess my decisions there. It's all based off math, not feelings. This guy, of course, stands on his 19. He was getting just crazy good hands. He got like 3 or 4 blackjacks in a row, but whatever. And the count just kept going up. Look at this. So he flipped over. I think he had 9, and then 14. 15, I'm like, goodness gracious, bust, dude, already. And with each little card that kept coming out, I'm thinking, all right, he's gonna bust. And sure enough, he pulled a jack for his last card there, and he was sweating bullets too, I think, because he really wanted me to win this one. So of course this guy wins over here, and I win a little bit, but that's not where the tip comes in. The tip for this comes after I decide to color up. So the cut card came out. He's about ready to shuffle. This guy just kind of sits back, and I say, you know what? You give bad advice. I'm just going to call it quits for today. And before I pushed my chips in to color up, I did something that I've been kind of in the practice of doing lately. So this is, I guess, a second tip for us today. And that is, I quickly counted how many chips I had, put them in, of course, piles of 4 for the greens. And as soon as I got over 500 here, I was like, oh, nice. It's going to be a nice little profit after being down quite a bit earlier. I was going to win almost double, not quite double my initial 300. I think I'd be walking away with, a 237.50. What did I be up? All right. So I was pretty happy with that. But I pushed him forward. I kind of stack him back up, push him forward, and he's, I think, a little bit upset that I'm not tipping, but whatever. Maybe he thinks that I would tip at the end. So he quickly gives me these ones back to kind of help me decide to hopefully tip him, and I'm not going to. But then he does this, and this is the tip that I didn't quite catch, and you need to catch this. The idea behind today's tip is that you watch what the dealer is doing. He almost gave me $425 back plus the $12.50 over here. Now, do you see the mistake with that? Well, I didn't either at first. I was just, happy that I was going to be winning a little bit. But luckily, the pit boss was like, those are not the right piles. And he's like, what are you talking about? And of course, they're not, right? Of course, to get $100, that's 25 times 4, not 5. That's 125. And so he has to take one off of each and get those in the correct piles. And I'm so thankful that the pit boss saw that, because that would have cost me, $100. And now he has the right piles, and I took a picture of the correct amount because I wanted to make this video for you, as I knew it was going to make a good Tip Tuesday video. And the point is that not just when you're playing should you watch what the dealer is doing, but also when you go to color up, anytime you exchange money, of course, you need to be keeping a really close eye on what the dealer, the pit boss, everyone's doing, so that you don't get screwed out of your due money. All right. And so there, I walked away with, I think this is the picture again. I'll throw it up on the screen for you. I walked away with $537.50 as opposed to $437.50 like he tried to give me. So if you've ever had something similar, I'd love to hear that down in the comments below. But I thought I'd make kind of a nice, sweet and short and sweet, whatever the phrase is, Tip Tuesday video for you. And as always, guys, remember, until next time, this is A1 Blackjack.